Kershaw County, also known as the All-American City. Be careful what you ask for.
On Wednesday, the sheriff's office announced that it had fired a deputy for knocking out a suspect in mid-October. Today, SLED confirmed that deputy is Jonathan Goldsmith.
The sheriff told me former deputy Jonathan Goldsmith did a lot of good for the community, taking criminals off the streets. The sheriff's office Facebook shows he was even the 2019 Deputy of the Year.
Now, we have learned that while working with the Camden Police Department, this officer, there were some concerns raised about the officer's use of force. That was back in 2018, and that the department apparently tried to act on it, but the officer left and was ultimately then hired by the Kershaw County Sheriff's Department. So Chris, the lawsuit alleges that Boan knew Goldsmith used excessive force during their time together at Camden PD. The question is, do the documents support that allegation?
Yeah, Judy, it really depends on the definition of excessive. What the documents do show is that department leaders, including Boan, expressed concern about the sheer number of use of force incidents that Goldsmith was involved in. Now, all these incidents were within policy, but it did raise concern that Goldsmith was using force at a disproportionate rate, really compared to the rest of the department. Now, what the documents do show is that in the first half of 2018, Goldsmith was responsible for more than a third of the entire department's force usage during the first 7 months, essentially. Department leaders, including Boan again, reviewed Goldsmith's actions in that August, so August 2018, and found they were within policy. However, they plan to give Goldsmith de-escalation training and review Goldsmith's actions that October, of course, October 2018. That review didn't happen, as Goldsmith resigned less than a month after those actions were reviewed. His last day was September 6th, 2018. That the sheriff has failed the community, knowing that there were concerns about Goldsmith's use of force back when they were at CPD together, but then still bringing him on to the sheriff's department when Boan was ultimately sworn in later or early 2019, I should say.
This is my failure. This is my failure to our citizens, and something that shouldn't have happened. And at this point here, I can't go back in time and change it, but I can make things better going into the future. This is my failure. This is my failure to our citizens, and something that shouldn't have happened. This is my failure. 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 This is my failure.